Working, working, working. All right. All three actually working. Boom. All right. So last time went over and wrote down every single, well, not every single because it was too much to deal with, but we wrote down all the claims that Trump made in his Meet the Press interview. And so let's go ahead and go through all of these and fact check them one by one. See if we can do that. All right. The first claim he made was the 25 worst crime areas. So he didn't specify what a fucking area was. We're all Democrat run. So let's start with states. So, all right. States. How do I do this? States. D. R. All right, District of Columbia. All right, we'll call that one Dim. New Mexico. All right, let's look at the last 2024 election results. So New Mexico. Oh, so D's get 2. Louisiana, red. Colorado, blue. South Carolina. Oh, Arkansas. Oklahoma went all red. Washington went blue. So we're tied up 4-4. Tennessee, ooh, red. Oregon, blue. Still tied up. Man, it's going back and forth. Missouri. Definite R. Alaska. Oh, that's red. Utah, red. Hawaii, blue. Arizona went red. Texas, red. North Carolina, red. Kansas, red. Alabama, red. Damn it. Alabama, red. California, blue. Montana, red. North Dakota, red. So blue can't even catch up at this point. Minnesota, blue. Mississippi, red. South Dakota, red. All right, we did 26, but states. So we'll give a benefit of that. States that is untrue, absolute falsity. Let's do crime rate by county, USA. This one could definitely get more difficult. All right. Actually, well, hold on. I'm going to have to find some better stats for this. I'll do this another time. But as far as states goes, that is false. Format. Tariffs won't rise prices. Okay. I did a whole video on this, and the point of a tariff is to raise prices. That's their job. Oh, his third claim was that he had no inflation. All right. Let's see. Inflation rate by month since 2020. Since 2000, I mean. All right, so he went from 2016 to 2020. The inflation rate 1.4, 1111, 0.8, 0.32. This was even before COVID. We're in the mid to high twos. Almost hitting 3. 2019, 2020, COVID hit. It's at nothing. And then it goes back up. Okay, so false. At or above normal inflation even before COVID. What did he mean by this? Subsidizing Canada to $100 billion. I don't even know what he meant by this. This makes absolutely no sense to me. Does the... I'm not sure what he even means by this, because I don't think we have any subsidies. Okay. All right, here we go. Foreign assistance. That would be great. Canada. The Canadian Prairie Pothole in Western... Eastern Howard Joint. So this, a lot of these... Appalachian Corridor? All right, let's start with the Canada claim. This one is clearly false. Was never above 32 million, and most of this spending was on joint preservation projects that benefited both countries. Oh, do by country. All right, let's take Mexico. All right. This one's slightly closer to real, but Trump spent more than anyone else. So I don't know what the fuck he meant by that. Mexico. Closer to true? There was some COVID health? It was closer to true, but that was during Trump's administration. Most going to help ease migrant crisis. Terrorists make econ great. We're gonna combine this with claim 2. Trump has stopped wars with tariffs. All right. Let's see if we can find anything about this. Okay, let's see if I can find any. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I want to see if I can find any article anywhere. I can't find anything on this. Stopping wars with France. He stopped wars with France. I stopped wars with France. France, you know, France story. They're going to charge us, I think, 20%. I guess he's mentioning a trade war, but that wasn't his claim that he made in the interview. I still can't find jack shit on that. Unknown. Can't find any evidence on this one way or another. Oh, yeah. Oh, if I just stop war, I just want to see what if he expanded on this at all. I mean, it's Huffington Post, but I'll take something. He said some weird stuff about France, but I think he was maybe insinuating a trade war with France. Yeah, I can't. He just said that. I don't think it means anything. I can't find any claims to the of even what he's talking about. What's he like alluding to? Okay. All right. I'm moving on from that for now. Claim 7, stronger stock market than Biden. Okay, let's look at stock market last 10 years. Dow Jones will work. Well, this is Trump's strongest point. Biden's strongest point. 30,000. Okay. You know what? That's just one chart. Let's look at another one. But, false. Dow Jones, 50% stronger under Biden. Let's look at something else. 10 years. Trump's strongest point. 35. Biden. Dow Jones is also the stock market index. S&P 500. All right, let's look at the S&P. Well, there's COVID. All right, December. We're at 36, and Biden. Oh, S&P also. S&P. All right, so that one was easily proven false. All right, 8. China and Japan were dumping washing machines in the country. All right. Let's see what he means by this. Dumping. What's that? Okay. Ugh. The Industry Week. Okay, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Okay, I'm combining with 8. What do I do for weird? Relax, doggy. It created 1,800 jobs. Okay. But skyrocketed prices. Tariffs are going to solve the debt. All right, let's figure this out. How much does the U.S. import per year? $3.8 trillion. Times 20. This doesn't have a percent symbol. Great. Make Google do it. 20%. Okay, let's be generous. 25% of 3.8 trillion. 950 billion. All right. So if we tax every single thing, how much could we? All right, let's look at the U.S. deficit. $1.8 trillion. Taxing every single import with 25% tariffs would only cover half the deficit. What do you got? Oh, it's a toy. All right, that's okay. That sounded bad. False again. Ten times the amount of drugs coming through the border. Okay. Amount of drugs entering U.S. by year. All right. Drug seizures? This. So this is the amount seized. Okay. And let's see. 73. So not seized. That doesn't get us 10 times. That doesn't even get us to 2 times. Okay, so seized. Oh, this is only the last 4 years. Okay, this needs to go back farther. This is just the amounts. Sentence. 2019. It went up a bit in 22. Okay. It actually, crack decreased, heroin increased, fentanyl went up 3 times, but everything else went down or stayed the same. Stayed the same or decreased, except fentanyl, which did go up by 3x. Well, false again. All right, 12th claim. None came across the border after talking to Trudeau. All right, this is going to be really by month. Well, so let's see. This only goes back to September. Okay. January, October. It's only 2023. Drugs entering the U.S. by Canadian border. That's the same page. Okay. No drugs came across the border after talking to Trudeau. This is false. No evidence of any drop. In comparison to Mexico, almost no drugs come across the Canadian border. All right, his 13th claim. 13,000 murders released into our country over the last 3 years. All right, Trump claims 13,000. All right, see if I find any article on this. Nope. All right. Oh, U.S. encouragement and drug enforcement. So, damaged property, dangerous drugs, flight. Homicides. Okay, so here's the number. It's the number he was talking about. So this is the database for every... Okay. False. This number was over decades of time, not the last 3 years. Source ICE. "14th, Venezuela. Their prisons are at the lowest point in terms of emptiness they've ever been." Okay. I don't know what that means. Venezuela. Population by year. Oh, great. Oh, that is a large drop in the terms of emptiness. All right, so they are prison population has dropped, but violent right may have dropped. National survey getting OV. So we believe that crime had stayed the same or gotten worse. With no evidence. I think the prisons or mental hospitals. Due to reduction of crime opportunities. Has dropped. But mainly because lack of always on public transit because travelers have no money. There is no money to steal. No evidence they were sent to the U.S. This apartment complex thing, that was a whole big weird thing. Immigrants are costing us a fortune. All right, this one's complicated. We can go ahead and say false. But let's do it like this. How much do rents cost the U.S.? Okay, so according to Trump's source, illegal immigration cost us 150 billion. How much do immigrants contribute to the U.S. economy? 1.6 trillion. They've paid 579 billion in taxes, which contributed to the economy about 86 billion. Oh, okay. False. According to Doge, so fucking stupid, costs the U.S. 150 billion. They contribute 1.6 trillion. Trillion is bigger than billion. All right, the only country with birthright citizenship. Okay. Countries with birthright citizenship. Oh boy. That is a lot. All right. False. All of the Americas, North and South, all of Western Europe, Australia. Oh my god, how many are there? Oh my god. Okay, how about this? How many countries? 94. Whew. Okay. He made the ACA better, and he saved the ACA. Okay. Changes to the ACA under Trump. I'm going to save us some time and go ahead and rate false right there. He tried to kill the ACA many times. John McCain saved it. He got rid of the mandate, making it less likely to work and more expensive. That's just off the top of my head. All right, number 20. Drug lords are being dropped off the country and told to never come back. Oh boy, this is so fucking exhausting. I don't even know how to check this. We'll come back to that. He's going to bring grocery prices down. False. Already admitted he can't, even before entering office. He won all of his cases. Okay. All of Trump's legal cases he lost. Trump. The case against Trump. Okay. Okay. Okay, so false. I can go over a couple already off the top of my head. He lost his his sexual assault case. New York fraud case. This hush money case. Delayed the hush money sentencing, but lost. The Mar-a-Lago case. Election subversion. Has many frozen after election. That's kind of... Is that technically a win? All right, but that's enough examples. He said he never read Project 25, but he also said parts of it very good. I don't know how I could prove this one way or another. This is just a wild, weird claim. This is categorically false. All right, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Does the Justice Department have any say in state cases? All right. Well, that was an easy answer. No, the Department of Justice has no authority to intervene in state law. All right. Did Nancy Pelosi turn down troops on Jan 6th? Let's find... offered $2 gift to Pelosi. She turns it down. There was no order from the president. Okay. There was no order from Trump for troops. He said that the troops would be there for his people. Did not call for the joint session. Request the guard assistance. Pelosi seen in the back of her car. She had talked to her aide in the raw video recording. Asked her aide why the National Guard wasn't at the Capitol. Why weren't the National Guard there to begin with, she asked. We did not have any accountable for what was going on there, and we should have. This is ridiculous. All right, so Trump's there. She was upset on Jan 6th that the National Guard wasn't there. There's no mention of Trump, and Pelosi never said that she took full responsibility for 6. Pelosi. And factors have confirmed again and again the Speaker of Pelosi did not plan her own assassination. House was not in charge of security. Oh, that's another good point. She is not in charge of security. That's the president's job. False. Format. Highlight. All right. I don't think we've gone through one that's been true. We've had like some inklings of truth, but no actual truths. Benny Thompson destroyed a year of testimony on Gen 6. Okay. Let's see if we can find anything about this. Just because you disagree with the work of the committee, there's no reason to threaten those men. Ah. Investigate 800 report that detailed the committee also released more than 140 transcripts. The meme features. He did no such thing. He wrote about the same day Trump took the argument further. They got rid of everything, discarded, deleted, thrown away. A fling. The following month, appearance on NBC, Meet the Press, similar claim. Didn't allege the committee was destroyed as Trump claim raised concerns over what material would needed to be archived. A footnote: Thomas Wayne, the select committee did not archive temporary committee records and were not elevated to committee actions. Okay. False. destroyed nothing. Only argument was on what material should be archived. All the evidence still is there. This is false. Insert later link. I got a link for that, though. I'm just gonna deal with that later. That goes over that whole thing. All right. 51 agents said that the laptop was Russian, not Hunter's. Okay. We have another claim. Trump claim. 51 agents said the laptop was Russian, not Hunter's. Alright, let's check this one. See if we can find anything on this. Let's check. Graham asked 51 Intel auditors 100 laptop letter if they still sign it now. Mid threats. Okay, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, I don't know what this is referring to, but okay, I'll come back to this one. This is looks. Well, if you take a look at autism, go back 20 years. Autism is almost non-existent. Okay. Autism rates last 50 years. All right, let's go. Let's check the Scientific America. The rise of spark fears epidemic. Percentage of control estimate that 1 in 6 have autism. Impact has been steeply upward. Okay. Okay. It is most definitely existent, but the criteria for what counts as autism has changed. False. Autism caused by the vax. We don't need to do this. This has been debunked by every scientific paper in ever existence. I'm not going a lot of it. It doesn't. I love that I won the popular vote, and by a lot. Popular vote last 10 elections. Oh, goddamn, this is a fucking huge. Two, 7 million. Lost by 2 million, 4 million, 3 million, 3 million, 500. This was the closest election in the last 25 years. Since Bush 2000, and then Jimmy Carter 1976. So, all right. He did win the popular vote. So, half false. He did win the popular vote, but it was not close. I don't know what I meant by this. We are paying for NATO. All right. Well, I'll bite that in the butt right away. That's false. We don't pay for NATO. Everyone pays for their own defense. No one pays NATO. It's just a treaty. But, you know what? Let's go into it a little bit more. NATO cost. The common fund. There is a common fund. All right, let's see. What is the note? NATO's common fund budget, 3.6 billion. That's tiny. The U.S. projected to cover 16%. Luxembourg increased. Everybody increased, and is now meeting the requirement. We do spend more. Okay, so let's give them some Benny. We do cover 15% of operational cost. We do spend more on our own defense budget than the rest of NATO, but we don't have to. I will end the war in 24 hours. False. He has already walked this back. 35th, Ukraine and Israel wouldn't have happened. Can't really prove a false positive. You won the youth vote by 30%. 2024 youth vote. Jesus Christ, typed correctly. I won the youth vote. So he didn't. Maybe he means more specifically. by 30%. Okay. False. He by gender, women. He lost the youth vote. He won youth men by 2% and lost to youth women by 30%. Which is hilarious because that's the exact number that he claimed he won the youth vote by. That's just crazy. Okay. Well, I got that done. Went over the whole interview. Went through every claim. Some I can't really fact check because they're just kind of wild, inconsistent, or just like nonsensical. But pretty much everyone I checked is unfalsifiable because it's just like something he made up, so there's no info on it whatsoever. Completely false, or at least partially false, which just blew my mind. But I guess that's all I'm doing tonight. Maybe I'll actually do some games after this. This was exhausting. But anyway, y'all have a good night. I am done.